Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Gamesline podcast. Episode 2.
Episode 2. Wow.
I'm so surprised that we have survived this long, that we haven't gotten shut down after our first episode.
We made it back. You know what? I'm going to say, I heard nothing but positive reception about the very first episode of our show. You know, a whole bunch of like new kids on the block just trying something out they never done before, and everyone's coming to us like, hey, this is some good stuff.
You know, we keep getting messages like that. We might just make an episode 3, so...
Who knows what wacky stuff we're going to do for that one.
Yeah, it's going to get real weird. Folks, it's me, John. With me this week is Scott.
What's poppin', gamer?
Okay, I have to say this. I was, like, getting ready to say we have someone else in here because of the fucking recording. I was like, oh yeah, we got Craig in here too.
We got Craig. We're trying new things out. We got a Ant Pick continuity. Craig is on this show too. He's working for us now too.
I mean, it's just a nice little bot that you can use in Discord that will record the audio, just so, you know, in case we need some sort of backup.
We're doing things so professional now. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Which, you know, obviously, because we're so new to this is the thing. Like, we're still learning things as we go.
Yeah, exactly. It's, you know, the second episode where we're tightening up some loose ends here and there. You know,
we're bound to make a couple mistakes, but, you know, we'll get it right.
Please pardon our dust. But no, I mean, it's been wild. I'm just gonna say, this first week here, we had 2 days where we were just like pretty, I wouldn't say inundated, but we had a lot of attention that we didn't have previously, which was really exciting. And you know,
let's talk first week of Gamesline.
No, I mean, for real though, like, Rose wrote a review that, like, went viral, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
you might have seen a little tweet out there about a specific Callisto Protocol review, and, you know, maybe it just happened to be on a website called Gamesline.net that you might want to go check out if you haven't already.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that we got that bump, but, you know...
Another Rose banger. Every single time she knocks it out of the fucking park. Goes nutty ham.
However, we cannot sit idly by. We must continue to improve, continue to ride these waves, and continue spread to expand the games line, as it were. You know, make some new stops.
Get a couple more cars on there.
Yeah.
How are you feeling first week?
Feels good, you know? Like, you know, there's some stuff that I gotta get used to that I think, you know, we all kind of gotta get that grease back on our wheels, but it feels like we're back in a way. Like, it did kind of feel like we were spinning our wheels for a while there. But it feels like, hey, wow, we're posting, we're creating things, we're sharing our ideas. People are receptive. It feels nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of really positive first week energy of just like getting in there and just making things, and that's something I want to like continue to capitalize on. Like, hey, like let's just get into it. I did a Redfall stream. Me and Maverick and Lorelei joined in on it as well. We played like the first 3 hours or so of Redfall, and we had a lot of very not positive things to say about Redfall. And I have spent some more time with it off stream. And I'm not gonna say that the more you play it, the more it like starts to get good, because I don't think that's necessarily true. But I do think the more you play it, the more it's like early game problems start to get a little bit more alleviated. Like the thing that we were running into with it was, like there was a lot of exploring, not a lot of like enemies around, and the enemies that you do fight are really weak. And we played on like the hardest setting as well, the hardest available one. There's one more you have to unlock. I don't understand why they did it that way. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to replay Redfall, start a second character or something like that. But it definitely starts to get more comfortable throwing more enemies at you. The enemies don't necessarily get like harder, like they don't get smarter. Their AI is still like not good. Like they throw some more varied enemy types at you, but the basic ones that you fight for the most part, like the standard shoot you enemy guys just still kind of just stand there and shoot guns at you. Like they don't really try and take cover or try and use any kind of strategy. It's whatever. Like it's very, very standard shooting game AI stuff. I kind of expect better from Arcane games, but what are you going to do? The vampires themselves are also still very, very simple. You can sneak up and kill most of them with your variety of vampire killing tools pretty handily, especially the stake driver, which is essentially your rocket launcher weapon, but it just shoots a stake. Really good for killing a vampire in one hit. It also hurts people really bad too. Like, wouldn't you expect it? But at least the vampires, like the vampires too. Their other big problem is they just run at you. Like they have a quick dash where they can go wherever they want in the environment, and they only ever seem to just follow you. Like they don't try and avoid your attacks. They don't try. Like the other enemies, they don't necessarily have any strategy, but they hit hard. They hurt you very badly. There are some other ones that have like special attacks. Like we ran into an angler on the stream, but we never really saw what it did. And its thing is, it just kills you in one hit. Like it angles you in, it ropes you in, and I'm assuming if you have a friend, your friend can save you. But I was playing solo. So once it got a hold of me, I just died. It's not really a big deal. You don't really lose much when you die. You just lose some resources, quote unquote resources, which is your money, basically. I forget what it's called. It's like support or something. It's just your catch-all resource meter, basically. It's nothing. Like it's so annoying in a game about like scavenging that you really don't find anything particularly cool or unique outside of like some outfit pieces. Like you just either get resources or you get like some guns, and the guns are like, even the rarest level of gun is never that different from the other guns that you have before. And some of the guns just control really badly, but that's a whole other conversation. What it does start to do, what it does start to do better over time is like it gives you a lot more enemies to fight, which, like, considering the enemies are very easy, it does create a sort of like interesting John Wicky kind of scenario where you're going in blasting dudes left and right, and it feels good to do. And the enemies tend to hit harder. So you have to really think about what you're going to do when it comes to next moves. At least that's what I thought. I thought the enemies hit you harder because I had not been doing the main story missions. I had been doing just side content for a while, and just doing side content, I eventually leveled up to like level 10 or something. Like, yeah, I got past where I should be in the main story, just level wise. And by level 10, I'm like, wow, these enemies are like doing most of my health bar in one hit. And like some of them are just flat out one hit killing me, but it doesn't necessarily feel like cheap. Sometimes it does. It's not a perfect balance by any means. But it's like, oh, there's an aspect to this that I do find way more interesting and way more challenging and way more enjoyable as a result of things being a little bit more oppressive. And then when I ran out of side things to do, I went and started doing the story missions again, which is where I unlocked the Vampire Remnant upgrade. And that upgrade doubles your health just flat, just like gives you a shitload of health. So it's like, oh, the game wasn't making the enemy stronger in order to like make them more oppressive. It was making them stronger because it expected me to have this upgrade. So now I just don't like have that difficulty anymore. I don't even think I can unequip the vampire remnant as soon as I unlock it. So it's just like, I don't know why they made it like this, you know? Like, it was hitting on something for a while there, and I was finding myself pretty engaged, and then it just went straight back to, like, the level of difficulty it was at before. I don't know. It's such a disappointing game, because you can see so many aspects of it where it's like, it can feel really positive, and you can see the parts of it that are extremely unfinished. Like the story itself, practically non-existent. Like you have these static cutscenes that are sometimes just concept art, other times just like no animation whatsoever. Like, here's just a tableau of some guys and some talking is happening. And the talking that is happening is not any, like, interesting story bits. It's just like, we gotta go to this place and do this thing. And it's just kind of heartbreaking. Because I know Arcane has some very talented people who work on these games, especially, like, in the narrative departments. And, like, I expect better from them. And I really want... I want to enjoy what's here. I never want a game to be bad, but nothing about it has like super endeared itself to me yet.
Right.
When we were talking about it on stream, it's like, hey, maybe in like a few updates, maybe like in October, this game might finally be hitting on something. But
yeah, that was what I was going to ask, if this is something that you think could be fixed, but yeah, like if you say that, and like Phil Spencer had like an interview, you know, and for whatever it's worth, whatever Phil Spencer's word means, he says that they want to fix it up. So we'll see.
that's assuring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see them fixing a lot of the problems with it. But it also 100% feels like a situation where this was just straight up rushed out the door, and there's just so many fundamental things about it that are really problematic that it's like, if this was the design that they had in mind, then this was a bad design.
Yeah.
I don't think it was, but like, you know, I want games to be, I want games to be good. I want to like this to some degree. And there are parts of it where I'm like, this seems like, this seems like a mindless shooter I could enjoy. Like, I was playing it while I was watching stuff on the side and like listening to podcasts and stuff. It's decent for that. Like, you know, it's a thing to occupy your hands, which, you know, sometimes you need that kind of stuff. I don't know. Like, I know other people who've picked it up and just enjoyed it, and it's like, you know what? Good for you. Like, I'm glad it works for you. Just doesn't seem to work very well on PC still.
No.
The performance issues, like, we went over it on stream. They're bad. Like, they're extremely bad to a degree that's like, oh, this negatively impacts the game, like, in an appreciable way. And, you know, that kind of stuff can be fixed, but hopefully they take a real knife to what's already there. Because when it comes to games like this that are, like, the very half-baked and need to receive updates, it rarely ever comes in the form of, like, oh, we're actually going to retailor the content that's there. It's usually, okay, we're going to release new updates with new areas and, like, new content, and that stuff might be a little more polished. That's the stuff you're eventually going to play, and it's like, oh, it's good. And it's like, that's probably the best you're going to be able to expect from this game as it stands now. I would love to be proven wrong, but it is a game that has a lot of real problems.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame, but yeah, it seems like just such a bizarre choice for a game to be made by that team. Just weird, very weird. I don't know.
It's very like you can feel the games as a service mandate come down on it. You know, like we need this thing to go out so it can generate revenue for us. And there's not really any games as a service stuff for it. It's just kind of an online game. Like, you can pre-order it and get some extra outfits. Are they going to eventually put some, like, more outfits and stuff in that you can buy? I don't know. But it, like, I don't understand what the value proposition of putting it out in the state was, other than we're sick of paying for people to work on this. We just want it out already.
I don't know. Yeah, it's bizarre. Super bizarre.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I guess I'll go ahead and talk about what I've been playing. So
yeah,
I talked about it a bit. Playing? Talked about it a bit last time, but I finished the Xenoblade DLC today. Holy crackers, y'all! This shit was good.
Good to hear. What's going on with it? What rocks about it?
Y'all, you could play as your favorite heroes from the other games. And no, I'm just kidding. So I mean, it's kind of hard to talk about in that the best parts of it are the parts that are touching on things that occurred in the other two games and even in the third game, and how they all connect and how it all wraps up, and how this is just like this really, really nice like bow on the whole story that just is really, 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 really pretty, really nice, really inspiring, just a lovely little part of the story. Very happy to see how it all shook out. Very happy that I am pretty much done with the series. Like, I'm gonna do a few more like wrap up things in this because I'm super close to just 100%ing Future Redeemed. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it because I have like 5 more things to do. But the rest of the series, I do not have that urge to like sit there and do everything. Because it's so fucking much. Like it's too much. You if you have a fucking job and bills to pay, you shouldn't do that. But God, I loved it all the way through. Loved it. Made me appreciate the other games more. You know, like having those ties to those games just was nice, and you know, building on that history that they built over the years. This feels like a completed story, and I'm very happy about that. But now I have to go work backwards, and I'm gonna end up playing fucking Xenogears and Xenosaga.
Have you played Xenogears before? Like, is this first time? Really interesting.
I mean, I'm waiting until I'm probably not going to play it right now. Honestly, like I mean,
you should play Xenogears, man. It's a sick ass game.
Listen, I have Xenosaga 1 and 2 physical. The thing is I want to own those games physically as well. I gotta find a copy of Xenosaga 3 that for a semi-reasonable price, which is like an impossible task. And then Xenogears is also kind of expensive, but
there's no way you're getting your hands on that one.
I mean, no.
Is it reasonably priced? I have to look.
It's expensive, but it's not like $1 million. Like, you know, like Xenosaga is like that's a $300 game, and Xenogears is, let me see how much Xenogears is going for right now.
Xenogears appears to be going for about $140, $150. Oh, there's a mint one for $330.
Yeah, no, I don't need that. I don't know.
It's a bit too much to pay for a game. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know, I could own a copy of Xenogears.
So here's what I'm gonna do here. First off, it seems like the price dips around November. So maybe I'll wait for November. Or really, I'm probably just gonna wait until there's some like convention near me or something, and I'll try to get a copy from someone, just like a little cheaper. Um, so that's really what I'm waiting for. I want to get physical copies because I have physical copies of all the other stuff. Like, I think it's gonna be a little expensive. It's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to like set money aside for. But I
Oh
do want
yeah.
to like fill in the gaps for like all the like little collector's editions too, because like I would love to get I haven't beaten Chronicles X either, so I gotta get that. I did have that for a while, and I played it for a bit, but that was before I really appreciated Xenoblade. I was too young to understand the power of the story. I
If
just
if
didn't
the
get it.
full game is a bit too expensive, you can get authentic front cover, sleeve only, no game, no manual, Xenogears PS1 for $29.95.
I mean, that might. I mean, if that is actually authentic, that might save some money over the grand scheme of things. Like,
$30 for the piece of paper.
oh, just for like the cover.
Just the piece of paper, that's all.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I thought you meant like the case, like the whole case.
No, not even the case,
Okay.
just the slip.
Okay, never mind then. No, yeah, I'll that'll be in the future because I also would love to get the Xenoblade 2 special edition, and that is like super rare and expensive and all that. So we'll see, we'll see. It's a process, but I'm not gonna like I'm gonna focus on buying the games that I don't have before like being like, oh, I'm gonna go get the special edition.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm crazy enough to be like, oh, I'm gonna import a copy of Xenosaga Freaks yet, but maybe eventually. Um, but I mean, yeah, that's just it's basically just like, yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite series now. Like I can very safely say that as like finished all of them, almost, kinda, sorta. I guess I don't know if people really count X or not, but
You're deeply
um,
Xenopilled.
I'm very Xenopilled. I'm going to play the rest of them. I will do. I
Awesome.
will do this over time. Um, but then the other thing that I've put my hands on, I played it for like a couple of hours, like a night or two ago, just because I was like, yeah, I want to this is free. I want to see what's going on with it. It is a new fighting game called Idol Showdown, which is, yeah, it's free on Steam, and it is a Hololive fan fighting game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fan.
So
I like when you first talked about it. I for some reason I thought it was like real. I didn't realize it was a fan made one. Like, well, I guess it's
so
real, but I meant like developed and published by Hololive. I guess.
it is not. No, this is a
Okay.
fan made thing. However, they have been like, I guess, slowly updating the game to just like straight up add voice acting from some of the girls. Like, I mean, like all the characters have like voice acting like in the gameplay, because they just like rip it from their streams or whatever. But there's like a story mode which I haven't gotten into, but I just saw a video, or I was recommended a video that was just like, oh, this girl like did voice acting, and here's her reacting to her voice acting in the game. And it's like, sure, yeah, like it's nice that like they are, contributing to this in a like, it just like, because it is this like labor of love.
Yeah,
But then even on top of that, it's a pretty solid fighting game, like straight up. Like,
that's good.
just I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but it's free, and it's got rollback, and it's got like, let me think. I think it has like 8 characters right now,
Hmm.
and they're all pretty solid. Um,
I did pull it up to look at it, and it's like, yeah, okay, this is definitely fan made. Kiryu Coco is right there.
yeah, Kiryu Coco is in it, which, like, again, she left under like good terms, so it's not like it's not like, oh, they're gonna put like Rushia in there who got fired.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I still imagine like I don't know much about Hololive's like how they handle like publishing like their characters out for like for I know they like sell they made like a whole card game, didn't they?
Um, they licensed them out to
Right.
a card game, like White. I think I don't remember if it was White Schwartz or something. I don't remember which game
Yeah.
it was. It's one of those games.
But
Um,
yeah, I can imagine like they're probably gonna want to keep their active stars sort of front and center, you know?
yeah, but again, this is a fan game, and so they
Yeah.
are like, hey, this is we're just doing what we want. Um,
There's a lot of Corone murdering in this.
yeah, Corona is pretty fun. Um, she's definitely like the most interesting visually, I would say. Um, because like like one of the characters, which I actually really like playing as her. I think her name's like Ayame. I think. She's just like a samurai, and so I like she's got good rush down, so she's fun to play. But she's just doing sword slashes. It's not really that interesting. Um, but there. The other thing too, though, is that like there's so many like of these streamers that I don't know anything about, that they're like doing shit that I don't know if it's I don't know what's going on. Like I see Corone and it's like I like Corone. I haven't
There
like sat
she
down and
is.
watched her streams, but I see some of her videos. Sometimes she's fun. Like
It's a
I
little hard
like
too, considering the language barrier, but
yeah, but she has really good taste in games, and I highly respect her. That is my take of Corone. So I understand when she's got an attack where she shoots out a finger. It's because she says that in her streams. It's like a reference to like her streams. But then like I get that one, but then it's like, okay, this girl, I think her name's Sora or something. For one of her moves, she just like is all of a sudden in like a soda mascot suit and trips. And I'm just like, sure, yeah, that's a reference to something, I guess. Like it doesn't like detract from it though, like you don't this it is a good enough game. Like it has such good fundamentals that you really don't have to like know anything about the characters. It's just like you go into training mode and it's like, okay, yeah, like Ayame is like a rush down. There's a Botan who I know of her as well. She's like really into first person shooters, so she has a lot of guns in her moveset. Like that sort of thing. So it's like of the of videos that I have continued to see online too, because like I've been trying to see some like gameplay footage too, to look at like some combos and stuff, because yeah, like it's really fun. I do want to learn the game a bit, but there's also just a bunch of videos of the girls like playing as themselves in this game and just like
that's
flipping out
fun.
because they're like, this is so cool. Like I like there's been other like Hololive fan games that they have played and talked up highly, but like they seem to just be like it's like this and that Hollow Cure game, which is like the Vampire Survivors like thing. Those are the two that I think they're really really happy about, because like they are just such well made like professional level games. So that is like probably like really cool. Like if your fans are so talented that they're making something that is like I would say like on the scale of like a major indie game. Like that is cool. I guess they're gonna add more characters because there are like some slots. And then there's like assists that some characters get. I don't know if they're an assist that they are removed from being a character, because I would have wanted to play as Marine, but she's
I'm
an
sure she'll
assist.
get in. I'm sure she'll get in.
Yeah.
There's no way she won't.
So then I will say though that the one thing that I do not like about the game is how the assists work. Because it's just a little confusing. So there's you have 2 meters, and one of them is like your like standard fighting game meter, that you use for like higher tier versions of your attacks, and you can use it for supers and all that. And that also is used by your assists. So you have to get like a full like there's like it's one of those games where there's like 3 full bars instead of like just one long bar. It's like you fill it up 3 times. So you use up 1 full bar of meter to use their like a quick assist, where it's like, okay, they come out and like do something quick, real quick. Like for example, for Marine, like she like comes out on her pirate ship and shoots like a cannon. but then like there's another meter on top of it that is only for another assist from the same character, and that's the one that like they stay out on screen for a while. Like that one's like Marine comes out and she latches onto you and she's all like meh, meh, like because she the joke is she's always horny, and
Yeah,
so
of course.
yeah. So like it's just so weird that like they have a separate meter for assists, but then you don't use that for assists. Like, you use it for one type of assist, but not the other. It's just very bizarre. It makes it so, like, you don't want to use those, like, quick assists, because you want to just use the meter for, like, EX moves and for your super. Like, it just seems like such a weird thing. I don't know. Maybe they'll change it. Maybe people who are better at the game will, are better at that resource management, that they don't have to worry about it. Like, just from like the very casual playing that I did, it just felt very weird, like a very bizarre choice, and I don't like that at all. But like otherwise, no, it's a solid fighting game. Like I would recommend it to just people who like fighting games. Like it's been very funny, like seeing the people in the FGC that I follow just like talking about like, oh man, like here's a Corone setup. Like it's just it's very funny. And like there's gonna be, this game's gonna be in the next Will It Kill, so we're gonna hear Jam talking about Hololive real soon. That I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, it's a fun, decent fighting game. I would recommend it for sure. All right, we can move on to the news now. We can do the news. It's quite a bit of stuff here. So I'm gonna kind of randomly click on something and then we'll talk about it. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the one that I've chosen. So, Discord, the thing that we are currently using to record our podcast.
Oh, great program! I love it. I never had any problems with it.
I've had some problems with it.
Really? Like what?
Well, I mean, honestly, for a while there was just it was very buggy for me.
Oh right, you did have like weird Discord bugs for a while. I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
I was just trying to set you up to talk about this thing, but no, you had real genuine Discord problems for so long where you like could not talk on voice or stuff like that.
Yeah, and I mean, do you know how they ended up fixing that for me? They sent me like the fucking like not like a dev build, but like as close
like
to
a beta build. Like
yeah. Like, and I'm still using that. Like, I have the fucking like Discord. It's called Discord Canary. Like, I use that on my PC.
I think Solon uses that too, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. They sent it to me and they were like, "Yeah, just use this." And I mean, it fixed the problem, but
yeah.
Very weird. But anyway, this other thing that is happening with Discord is they are changing how their usernames work, and it is just very weird. So, originally you would be able to just choose a username based on whatever the fuck, and Discord would give you a random selection of 4 numbers after your name. So, for example, you could just be like, oh, my name is, on Discord, is John, #7482, and it would randomly give you those numbers, but if you got Discord Nitro, you could change it to whatever you wanted.
Right.
And you could also change...
Not to dox myself too heavily, but my original Discord, like, qualifiers that it came with after my name were actually really, really close to another set of like 4 numbers that were very important for me security wise. So it was like, boy, I really have to get Discord Nitro so I can change this, huh? Like I even sent them a support ticket to be like, hey, I would like this if this was changed because this could genuinely compromise my security. And they were just like, no, we can't do it. And it's like, great. Whatever. Now it's 6969, and that's all that matters. And of course, I like that I have 6969 there. I love that it's there.
Well, according to an update that Discord has put out, or that they are rolling out over time. Now you're just gonna have a regular ass username. There's
Oh,
no numbers.
oh,
It's gonna be like just how it is on all the other websites, basically. Just unique usernames. They have to be lowercase, alphanumeric, and limited to certain special characters. No discriminators, which they say will make them easier to remember, read, type, and share. Which,
hmm,
like, it is one of those things where it's like, if you are going around and telling people in real life your Discord username out loud, it is kind of weird because you have to be like,
yeah,
yeah, it's uppercase JOHN, and then hashtag 7480. Like you have to like do that.
yeah,
But if you're doing anything else, you just copy and paste it, and it works fine. Like it is, they are fixing a problem that does not exist, and they're adding more problems because like they are slowly rolling this out to people. And so there is a very high chance that a bunch of people are just going to be like, "Oh, hey, they gave me this update before fucking Markiplier got it, so now I'm at Markiplier on Discord, and I
uh-huh,
can say a bunch of racial slurs in a bunch of Discord servers, and everyone's going to think it's Markiplier." Like
yeah.
it's just
Like, not
it's
only are the like potential impersonation like issues very profound, especially considering how fucking awful it's been on Twitter. Like, I can't imagine seeing that and going, "Huh, let's do that also." But just the fact that like, oh, there are a lot of people who don't want to use Discord as like a way for people to reach them publicly. So if they do manage to actually get their name, then other people can just randomly find them, and
exactly,
that's
yeah,
such
like
a bummer.
yeah, the other side of the coin is that if Markiplier does get at Markiplier or whatever, then everyone's just going to try to add him, and it's just
Uh
like,
huh.
God, I remember because the thing is, like, I remember on Skype as a kid, like, looking up, like, fucking people on the internet that I liked and just being like, oh man, I think I found fucking Ashens from YouTube's Skype. Let's add him to our server. Like, I mean, that's like, I think back then it was kind of just like, it was a lot less like, the internet is a lot more fucking crazy and big and fucked up these days, where it's like, back then I think like doing that sort of thing is one thing, but nowadays, oh my god, like no, it just seems like a complete and total like bad idea, bad concept. This
Yeah.
whole thing, again, it is fixing a problem that does not exist. It is one of the like, yeah, it's one of those like they need to do something so their shareholders will the stock will go up and the shareholders will be happy because they need to be constantly doing something because they're a
It's
publicly traded
great.
company.
A great way to make the stock go down, honestly. Like, hey,
I mean, yeah,
everyone,
like
not let's be real. This is a not very popular decision that they made.
no,
People managed to find their GitHub and have been leaving comments on it that are like, "Hey, don't do this." Like,
yeah,
like it is like tons of support tickets that are just like publicly out there. This sucks, and it's like hopefully if people are loud enough, they course correct and don't and wind up not doing this, because like it's gonna cause way more problems than it's gonna solve. And like,
yeah,
I'm already in a ton of servers, like that I just don't read, and I already get messages from them every now and then. That's like some random dude trying to steal my profile or whatever by
mhm.
making me download a thing. And it's like, I really just don't want to get those kinds of messages every day. I've seen what my DMs look like on Twitter. The message request folder, especially ever since Elon took over, it's just gone
Mhm.
nightmarish. Like, I do not want that on Discord as well. I
Yeah,
can just turn off random messages from people, but it's like, I have friends in other servers that I don't want, that are not actively on my friends list. And if I want to talk to them, like, or they want to reach out to me, I would like to have that venue open instead of just
mhm.
completely shutting it off entirely, just so I don't have to deal with random ass people just searching for my screen name. It fucking sucks. Like, this is such a dumb idea. They shouldn't do it. Hopefully they walk it back.
Fingers crossed.
Thingies cost. Also, in terms of just speaking of Twitter DMs and people adding stuff to random like groups, it is fun to add a celebrity to a Twitter group DM because it's a 100% chance that message does in fact get sent to message requests, and they are just literally not going to check it. And also, it's in a flood of other messages that are just like, hey, LeBron, love you, like, you know. and then you just look at your Twitter DMs and you check who's in them, and it's like, yeah, I'm in my chat with LeBron, and there's nothing he can do about it unless he actively leaves, in which case you know he has seen the DM,
which is pretty funny in and of itself.
That's the only good thing about adding random people to Twitter DMs.
All right, let's see here. Next random thing here. Okay. Hey, guess what? There's a new Double Dragon.
There's a new Double Dragon.
It's called Double Dragon Gaiden: Rise of the Dragons. It is. They say there's going to be roguelike elements to it, which that sounds stupid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you want to get more traction out of like just playing a beat 'em up game, like, yeah, it makes sense. Hopefully it's like built for it and not like slapped in. Like, you know, I would just like some random beat 'em ups every now and then. Like, just play it for 4 hours with a buddy, and you get through it and you're good. You don't get anything like that anymore. Everything needs to be a big money maker, unfortunately.
I guess. I mean, I was just gonna say, hey, you know what? If you like beat 'em ups, there are some pretty good beat 'em ups that have come out recently. You know, you got those River City Girls games. You got fucking Streets of Rage 4. I think Fight and Rage. I think that was one of the newer ones that came out that people like.
I do like that the girl character in this just has a gun.
Yeah, which is funny because that is that is Marion, who, if you recall, in the original Double Dragon, is the one who gets socked in the stomach and then carted away. She's here now doing her thing. But the funny thing is that they reintroduced her in River City Girls, and she's like super buff, and everyone was really horny for her. But now there's like another version of her who is like the like more like I guess conventionally attractive version, and she's just using guns and shit. So it's just like, what is the truth? Which is the real Marion?
Clearly some like lack of agreement on certain things. Like different studios working on these things, not consulting with each other. Let's keep some canon going, okay?
I watched a video semi-recently by one Matt McMuscles, who talked about he did a whole like thing about the Double Dragon series, and that is actually like one of the problems with the franchise is that they would just license it out to whoever the fuck, and there was no continuity. So this having no continuity with the other games, like, you know, that's just keeping to tradition in a way.
Double Dragon seems like the kind of franchise where every few years they feel like they need to completely reboot it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's sort of what this feels like to me, just sort of initial impressions of them going like, let's try it again.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't look too bad, you know, like the roguelike stuff just seems to be that as you go through the levels, you get money, and then you can use that money to like upgrade your character in different ways. So it'll be a bit different with each playthrough. And you can like pick different missions to go on to, which will, again, you know, get you different kinds of money and different resources, etc., etc. It seems fine, you know, like it seems okay. But I'm gonna guess it's probably not gonna be as good as, like, you know, like I said, like Streets of Rage, River City Girls. Oh yeah, and Shredder's Revenge. That came out like what, like end of last year, right? Yeah, like that was really good too. Like people really liked that. Yeah, so I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I get why they're making it, because like we're in kind of like a renaissance of beat 'em ups. Like people really like them right now. But also Double Dragon is just one of those games where like it was like the grandfather of those games, but it did not keep up at all. Like it was like, okay, yeah, like the first like 2 Double Dragon games are good, and then the rest of them are just like shit. Except like I get people like Double Dragon Neon, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's just like it's a name now. It is like people see Billy and Jimmy, and they're just like, I remember those guys, and then that's just kind of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. Next thing. Okay, folks, y'all ever hear about gay people?
What are the gay people?
Well, sometimes people have interest romantically and sexually.
Okay, I'm listening.
With other people.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Are perhaps not the other gender.
So like the same.
The same? Yes.
Okay. I'm liking where this is going.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, there are some people out there who don't like where that's going.
What? What?
I know. Seems really silly, right? There's some really silly people out there. Okay, but seriously. Folks, Final Fantasy 16 is coming out in a couple of like a month or 2, right? Like, yeah, it's coming out real soon. Jeez. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But it has been blocked for sale from Saudi Arabia because they have they have very homophobic practices over there that block the sale of just media in general that portrays homosexuality, and pretty much this hasn't been completely confirmed, but the rumors are stating that the reason why is that there is one of the main party members is gay in Final Fantasy 16, and again, rumors here that there is some form of gay sex in Final Fantasy 16.
There are quote unquote explicit scenes, is what I'm seeing.
Explicit scenes,
which if you're people who are banning any kind of like LGBTQ material, you're gonna name anything you want explicit. So like it's hot. So there is a non-zero chance that there is in fact a gay sex scene in Final Fantasy 16, which sounds great.
I mean, the people that are saying that it is an explicit scene are the people that are like saying, "Oh, this is the reason why Saudi Arabia did this." Like, it is the people reporting on this are saying that they are not repeating, because all Saudi Arabia said was it was because of the publisher's unwillingness to make changes. Like, that's all they said.
Right.
So, you know, again, who knows exactly what it is? Like, I don't know how, like, maybe it is like a bit of a mistranslation and it is just that they are explicitly gay. Who knows? But there is a non-zero chance.
We might get gay sex.
We might, three tickets to the Final Fantasy 16 gay sex scene, please.
The die has been cast.
The die has been cast.
Yeah, this is insane.
No, it's you know, like obviously it sucks that Saudi Arabia still has those practices, but at the same time,
really bad country.
Yeah, but at the same time, just very funny that this is like how we learned about this. Just like all of us just having to be like, there might be gay sex in this game. What?
Yeah, really the thing that like hits home to me is like, hey, so, like Square is at the very least not shying away from one of the like potential main characters of the game being gay, which is really nice because there's so much fucking awful like AAA shit out there that is just like gonna do the basic barest amount of lip service, like putting a trans character in the Harry Potter game isn't gonna fucking alleviate the issues with that whole fucking can of worms, you know?
Right.
And like the fact that it's being pushed back on means that there might be some real substance to it. Like there aren't party members in FF16 the same way there are in other Final Fantasy games. You just sort of have like temporary companions who hang out with
Mhm.
you from like area to area, and it's likely that either one of those characters might be gay or or like maybe some other like primary story character. Maybe it's
Right.
Clive. That would be pretty good
Yeah.
if
Who
it's
knows?
Clive. Yeah, we get gay Clive in here. But but you know, it's at the very least we can like look we can hold our breaths and look forward to whatever kind of representation we're gonna get out of Square Enix and Final Fantasy 16 before it's, you know, inevitably super overblown and not really that much at all.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's pretty major. It's something I do genuinely want to see out of this.
Mhm. We will see how this all shakes out. Um. Okay, so this is kind of so the writer's strike is happening right now. We are in the midst of yet another strike from the Writers Guild of America. They have announced that they will not be writing any TV or movie scripts for the foreseeable future until there is an agreement on there. Um, it's just I would the only thing is like I'm just like video game podcast because
We
like
would,
this is important, but
I would
um,
love to see game writers be considered part of the Writers Guild, or would at least have their own like major union. But that's just not the reality of the industry right now. So I don't think we're gonna get anything out of that for I don't know if we're gonna get a video game writing anytime soon, especially because like video game writing and and writing on TV shows are like writing on TV shows and movies are like drastically different.
yeah.
Um, like you're gonna have narrative designers who come in, they plot out quests, they write dialogue, they write everything they're going to write, and then they're done with the project. They never have to see that again. They're probably going to have some on-staff writers who are going to be making like changes as they go, or they might reach out back to those writers in the future. But it basically, a game is written long before it's finished. Uh, so it like in that same way, when it comes to TV and movies, they need writers on set who can make last minute changes in case something goes wrong. There's like, let's say like an actor breaks his leg or something while they're doing, or he gets like a sprained ankle or something, and he can't act during the scene, but they still need to film, so they need to make some like last minute changes to make it to like make everything make more sense. So like they'll have a writer on staff who will do like a quick turnaround, or they realize, hey, we can't do this thing. Can you guys do like can you guys do a turnaround like tonight and change these major aspects of it? You know, like it's that kind of on the job, like on the fly kind of writing that keeps writers employed like even long after a script is like written and treated and submitted and approved. Um and like barring like on staff writers for video games who are usually also doing like a million other things, because like when you're working on a video game, you are likely wearing a whole bunch of different hats. um uh in the indie space especially, but for major games like for major games, like even if you're writing some dialogue, you might also be like programming the dialogue itself to actually like play like in a scene the way it's supposed to, you know. um so it's just like a different kind of writing. um and it largely, I think, if game writers are going to unionize, they're one, they should, obviously, but two, it'll probably come with a larger like games development unionization.
Mhm.
uh it would be very cool if video game writers were recognized by the Writers Guild of America. um but that seems like it might take a long time, because, you know, writers, the writers who work on games definitely deserve royalties for the creative things they come up with as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see how it all shakes out. Yeah, obviously we we hope that the Writers Guild gets a good and fair deal. But yeah, for now, that is what is going on in the world of Hollywood. Let's see here, so Cygames, which is the people who make a lot of gacha games. They make a lot of the big ones. Yeah, they're the ones that do Grand Blue Fantasy. They did Princess Connect, and they shut that down over here recently.
Uh-huh.
They did Dragalia
Lost.
Yeah,
of course,
they did.
yeah.
And so they have just opened up offices in America and Europe, which I have no idea what that'll lead to, but
they did it.
They did it. So, because the interesting thing is Grand Blue is one of the biggest games, gacha games, period. But it never got an official release in outside of Asia.
Right.
You can play that game in English, but it's the Asian version that you have to sideload onto your phone. And it works fine.
Yeah, you have to play it in a browser.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean there are ways that you can sideload it.
Right.
But it is an around the bend thing. There is no official release. And the other game that people are really confused that it hasn't come out over here is that Uma Musume game, that horse racing one. Because it's supposed to be really, really good, and people really like it, but they've done dubs, I think, of the anime even, and it's not out over here. But I think Apple recently did a little showcase. It wasn't recently; it was a few months ago, where they were talking about, oh, hey, here's why you want to come over and make apps for us. And they just very casually mentioned that Uma Musume was coming out over here. With no other news since then. But I'm gonna guess maybe if they are opening up offices over here, that might be to sort of prepared for bringing Uma Musume outside of Japan. Because that game is really fucking huge, and that might it's on the same level as a Fate Grand Order or something like that. So yeah, when it comes out over here, it's probably going to be a really big deal. So they're going to want people on staff to help out with that shit, I guess, and then who knows if they're going to bring Grand Blue out over here, because again, at this point they kind of don't need to. I feel all the people that want to play that game just already are, and they don't care.
I don't know. I feel if you come out with a big new gacha game, people are most likely going to jump on it. There is certainly an appeal to something new being in the Apple Store or the Android Game Store, and then just having all of that promotion there that draws in new people.
Totally.
The people who are going to play Grand Blue are probably already playing it, but just releasing an actual client for the United States is definitely going to drive some new players into it. The scale of which you don't know, but
I gotta be honest, I still can't fathom people who see ads for gacha games on YouTube and are oh man, here we go. I don't know. I can't put it together. I can't put it together. I can't imagine some 40-year-old lady who's just watching a cooking recipe or something, just randomly getting a pop up for Fate Grand Order and just being your servants will serve you well in this grand battle, and her just being okay, I'll download that.
Oh, that's Saber Artoria. She looks so fancy. We'll get her in.
That's all just anime shit, I just think about oh hey, because yeah, it was a meme for a while, but there were these very normie focused ads for Arkanites a while back, because I can understand the kind of people who are getting into oh, here's this War of Thrones or whatever, where it's just like, oh yeah, I have like a goblin army fighting people, you know, like I can understand people getting into that, and then I can understand those ads that are just like the guy being like, oh yeah, well I have 8,000 power and 2,000 ships.
Those make no sense to me. The ones that do get me are the ones God, I forget the name of the game. I always forget the name of the game, but it's the one where it's like it shows you this puzzle. You could pull out the slides or whatever to do it in the right order, and you win. And it's like I see them, and they always get it wrong on purpose, so they bug you, and it's like, oh man, I know I can solve this puzzle. I should download this right now. Like that definitely gets me. I've never done it. I'm never going to. But there is also an appeal of seeing those like absolutely mind-bendingly silly ones, like that one where you like just decorate homes is hugely popular.
What I'm saying is, like, I get why they make those ads. Like, they're very stupid ads, but I get why they do them. But doing, like, that same thing for Arknights is just so weird, because, like, everyone who likes Arknights is like, I like this character, and, like, I don't... You know what? Maybe I'm just surrounded by too many people who are like this, because I just can't imagine the kind of people that I know who are into Arknights who are like, I kin this character, and then like who they're fucking advertising to, you know? Like I can't imagine someone watching that ad and then downloading Arknights and playing it. Like I can't imagine some like 37-year-old office worker guy in America playing Arknights and then just being like, man, Amiya just means so much to me. But I guess that happens. That has to happen, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I got all the Full Metal Alchemist characters in War of the Visions. You log in, they give you Edward. I pulled for Alphonse, definitely. Spent too much of my currency on that, maybe wound up spending some money. Don't want to talk too much about that. And then Roy Mustang came out. I went and I did like a couple. I had a couple of the premium money left over. I didn't spend more for that. I did like 2 pulls, immediately came in, very nice, and then the last one was King Bradley, and I just did like, I was like basically tapped out on money at that point, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna pull and see what happens, and like on my second one he showed up, and it's like, all right, I got them all, baby, I did it.
There you go.
Gotcha games. That's my gotcha minute. I got them all.
I haven't played a gotcha game in a long time.
Don't do it. Don't be like me.
Like that Honkai Star Rail game came out, and everyone I know is talking about it.
I still kind of want to play that. I just haven't touched it.
I have no urge. I think what finally got me was Limbus. Like all the people I follow were like, "Oh my god, I'm so into. I love Limbus Company," and I downloaded it and I started playing it for like 5 minutes, and I was just like, "These people are just speaking proper nouns, and they are not doing anything." And I was just like, I'm so fucking done. I'm not doing this. This is how every gacha game is. I'm fucking sick of it. Like, I can just, like, if someone draws funny pictures of the characters, I can just laugh at it. Like, I don't need to fucking play this game. I don't need this in my life. And so I just uninstalled it, and I was just like, I'm done.
You have to be very specifically gacha-brained in order for it to get you, you know?
I thought I was. I really legitimately thought I was, and I guess I'm not. Because I have tried a bunch of gacha games.
I bet you'd like Honkai.
Maybe.
Because it seems just like, 1, it's very polished. 2, it seems just basic, like very basic in a degree that's like, oh, it should be very easy to onboard people into it. And also, I've heard, like Lorelai has said, like, hey, the sense of humor in this game is really good. I bet all of those things together might hook you into it. Not that I'm encouraging you to start a gacha game. The only reason I haven't played it is because I've been playing something else I really can't talk about, but that's just been occupying most of my time.
I've been playing fucking Genshin, or not I've been playing. I played Genshin, which was the game that they made, you know, and I also tried the other Honkai Third, whatever the fuck.
Honkai
and
Impact.
It's like, yeah. And it's like, I liked it generally, but then I just got to the point where I was like, they want me to grind so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
They want me to do all this shit, and I just don't want to do that. Like,
I think those games specifically are good at like keeping the main story like relatively grind free, but it's all the extra content that's like, okay, once you finish this and this is all that's left, and you're just waiting for the next story update, it's like all of that is nothing but like logging in daily to make sure you do your quests so you can like, it's all of the gotcha stuff that's meant to keep you playing,
and I don't
it's
want to
never
do that.
It's never fun. It's always tedious. You
I don't
gotta
wanna think
have
about
the
it.
yeah, you have to have the ability to just put the game down and then maybe come back to it later when it's better for you. I've done that so many times with gacha games. It's gacha is such a problem, and you really need to be able to come at it with your own terms, because it, more than any other genre, not to say like gacha itself is very like its own. Not to say it's not multifaceted in genres.
It's a style
but it's
of
like,
game design,
yeah,
you know.
it's a very specific thing that's trying to like that really is trying to keep you. Gacha does want to set the terms for you, and it's very easy to fall into them if you're not like being critical about the time you spend with it, and it can also really like it can be really draining as well. So it's like it's the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna play this on my own terms. And however that goes. And if I still enjoy it after a while, I'll keep playing. If I don't enjoy it, I'll drop it. You have to keep a healthy distance with your gacha games.
You do. All right. Last bit of news here. So we are dipping into the rumor mill right now.
Oh boy.
So
all grain of salt here.
Extremely grain of salt, especially because I don't know much about this dude. This Jez Corden guy on Twitter, who let me see here, writes for Windows Central.
Okay, all right. So far, so good.
Is reporting on a couple of rumors going around right now. Corroborating some other rumors that were previously said that one of the things that Konami is going to announce at quote unquote E3 time, I guess during the big Keighley presentation, I don't fucking know.
Or they'll probably do their own state of play.
Yeah, whatever. Or I guess in this case it would be on a Sony state of play, because
that's right.
So they said they will be announcing a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. And the other thing that they're going to announce with regards to all this stuff is that this MGS3 remake, as well as the Silent Hill stuff that has gotten announced recently, and also potentially a new Castlevania, are going to have PlayStation launch exclusivity. So probably, will come to other consoles in the future, but at least at launch, exclusivity on the PlayStation. And then for some reason, he also threw out there that he has heard that there is going to be some kind of reboot or sequel to Dead Rising. So Dead Rising may also be coming back.
I could see that. They have had no idea how to capitalize on the popularity of Dead Rising, as evidenced by all of the other Dead Rising games. Frank
West's big package.
Yeah. The one version of what was it, Dead Rising 2, that like remade it so Frank was the main character. That seems like the best that they've ever done at this.
Yeah.
But
yeah, off the record,
Dead Rising 3. Yeah, Dead Rising 3 and Dead Rising 4?
Yeah.
Is that real? Oh my god, I keep forgetting about Dead Rising fucking 4.
That was the one where they were like, "Oh man, Frank's back."
Oh god. Frank is back. Holy shit. Yeah, no, those games are a problem. Those games are bad. Like, they've had no idea what to do with those, so I fully believe that they would totally just go back to the first one again, Let's
do a remake.
I don't know about a remake, but I could easily see a remaster.
I think they would do like a full-on remake, like especially now that they're like, Man, you know what? I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be kind of a bummer if, like, after all the success of the Resident Evil remakes, if they go, oh man, we gotta stick with zombies with our remakes, and then they remake Dead Rising instead of, like, Dino Crisis or any of the, like, weirder Resident Evil games. Like, come
Mm-hmm.
on. Like, I mean,
They
I'm
should
not
make a
super.
Dino Crisis
They
remake,
should.
man. They should really make a Dino Crisis remake.
I mean, it's like I'm not, like, opposed to a Dead Rising reboot slash remake slash whatever. Like, I'm sure it'll be good, but like that original game is still holds up pretty decently.
Yeah.
And I would love for them to do something with, those, like, with those, like, older Resident Evils or Dino Crisis games that don't hold up as well, I guess, if they're gonna do remakes. But whatever. It's whatever. This is not confirmed, so I guess we'll find out more.
Yeah,
in the future.
All speculation. None of this is confirmed. It might not even be true.
Yeah.
The idea to me of a Dead Rising game in RE Engine seems really funny because all, like, the zombies in that game are meant to be, like, pretty intimidating, and if you're just going around sticking little servbot heads on them, that seems fun. Actually, that might be good.
Yeah. Guess we will see how things shake out.
You want me to give you questions?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and tell people where they can send questions also.
If you want to send us a question, you can send it to gamesline.tumblr.com/ask. You can sound a lot like our buddy Cello Buster, friend of the show, Cello Buster. Cello Buster asks, what are the best game lines?
What does that mean?
I'm guessing lines from as in, like, when someone says something cool, like, shove it up your ass, What's the best game line?
I mean, that is one of them. I mean, I do say all the funny Duke Nukem lines to myself or to people at, like, any point.
If you could say them to me right now, please.
Okay. I mean, if something goes wrong in my life, sometimes I'll just go, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, but sometimes I kind of, like, add my own stuff to it. Like, I'll just be like, damn, that guy just cut me off, and I hope I hope he steps on a Lego, like that kind of shit. Because I definitely imagine Duke Nukem doing that, just, like, driving around and just, like, saying, like, really, like, low end shit like that. Just like, I hope both sides of your pillow are warm. That sort of thing. I don't know. My favorite,
the best.
What my favorite lines in a game are the ones that form the simple polygon that build the world that we love to play in.
I like when Leon goes, "Your right hand comes off." It's so fucking sad that they did not put that in remake. I'm so mad about that. There's I like the remake. I like Resident Evil 4 remake. They really dropped the ball on some things. They're going for a different tone. I have to accept that. But the fact that they don't have "your right hand comes off" is so sad to me. That's iconic. Like,
when Ada escapes with her grappling hook and makes the boat spin out and everything, he doesn't go, women.
That clip out of context is so good because he's just, like, getting tossed around, like, eating shit, and then he just goes, women.
Resident Evil 4 is good.
It's a great game. Tons of great game lines in that game.
Great game lines for sure. Fuck. Now I'm just thinking about that, like, really shitty, like, I think it's, I don't remember what theater chain it's for, but there's some theater chain that's just, like, everyone's favorite movie quotes, and it's just, like, a bunch of people coming into the theater and just saying a bunch of movie quotes really shitty. It's horrible. That's just what I thought about, and it's really bad.
What do they say?
I don't remember off the top. I've only seen it once because I've been going to the Alamo Draft House more recently.
Okay.
And I mean, they got like cool stuff at the front. They're like, hey, you know what? If you come in half an hour early, we're gonna put on just like random ass bullshit.
Oh,
Like,
that is cool.
or sometimes they'll do stuff like themed to what it is. Like when I saw the Mario movie, they just had like a bunch of like trailers for Mario stuff before it, like stuff like that.
Neat. I saw the Mario movie I went and got the like, I forget what it was called, but they were the premium seats. They were like, oh, you're basically in a big comfy recliner. It did not recline at all. And I think it actually sort of made the entire situation worse because I was there with a friend, and the friend, like, they were sitting in the recliner right next to me, and there was just a whole bunch of arm space between us. So you had to lean in really far to actually talk to them. And also, the actual seat space was not very big. And I'm a big guy with very big thighs. So I was just crunched in the entire time. I feel like it would have been less bad if I just went in in a normal seat, I like that. I like the line in that movie when Luigi goes, Mario, let's kill Bowser. Mario, hold on, I got something's coming. Mario, Mario, let's invest in Star Coin. And that's what Charlie Day Luigi says to Mario, and then they kill Bowser at the end.
Yeah, he's gonna buy more land in the metaverse.
He sends him to the moon.
Mm-hmm. Next question.
Our next question comes from Anonymous. Anonymous asks, is there a character who has not yet been revealed for Street Fighter 6 that you would most like to see announced?
So I guess like returning characters. So I'll be honest, like my big want was Rashid. Like I just really liked Rashid in 5, and I was like, oh man, if they don't bring him back in 6, I'm gonna be so upset. And they announced him for the DLC, like he's in the first wave, so we're good. I don't gotta worry about Rashid. I don't know, cause like I play as Ibuki a lot. I did not like Ibuki in 5. So I guess if they bring her back in 6 and they do something that I like with her, then I'll be happy with that. And I mean, like the same thing with like Karen. Like I play as Karen in 5, so maybe it'd be cool if she's in 6. Like the thing is that I don't have like that much like character loyalty in Street Fighter. I just like mess around, find a character that I like, and then that's who I play as. Like that is just how it is. Like Street Fighter 3 and 4 I play as Ibuki, but that's just because like I played 3 before I played 4, and like I gelled with Ibuki in 3, and she's like basically the same in 4. So that's just kind of how that shook out. But then it's like 5, with Karen was in the launch roster, tried her out, liked how she played. There you go. I don't know. I'm gonna have to just try the game out, but there's not really anyone that I'm just like, oh man, I need them back. I'm fine with what we got. I like that there's so many new characters, is the thing. Like Street Fighter 6 having a really good roster of new characters, and they all look super cool, is what's most exciting to me in that game. So it's one of those things where it's just like, I can't really say who I want to come back because I don't really necessarily care who comes back. I want to see more new characters, and like that's what I'm really interested in with this game.
Did they announce Skullmania yet?
No. He's in fighting EX. He's in fighting EX Layer.
Unfucking believable. Get that man back.
We gotta bring Hakan back. That's who we gotta bring back.
Gotta bring Hakan back, yeah. We gotta get a real oily ass bastard in here. There's so many fucking Street Fighter characters. I'm not a Street Fighter player. We can get Cyber Akuma. He could be in. We could have Cody. I like Cody.
Yeah, they could bring Cody back.
They could probably do Cody.
I'm sure at least one Final Fight character is going to be in the roster of that game eventually, because like you're like running around in Metro City in the story mode, so I'm sure it'll be somebody. You know, they need to finally have Hagar be playable in a Street Fighter. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
all the other Final Fight characters have been in Street Fighter except for Hagar. I think that would be good. But if not, yeah, just, Cody or Guy would be cool. You know, like Poison's always good. Sodom would be cool. I think they need to finally lean into him being a white dude weeaboo like he canonically is. They need to just do that and have everyone just be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, shut up."
They could add Necro.
They could.
He's the one that does the pose, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
The one where he like sticks his arm out.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, he could do that. Sean Matsuda.
They could bring Sean back.
Of these characters.
I mean, his sister was in 5, Laura.
Sure.
And then, so did you see what the plot of Street Fighter 6 is? Like, did you see? Okay, so I don't think it's actually fully out yet, but I think they might have posted like a page or two from like the digital version, because they always do like free comic book day stuff for Street Fighter comics, and they're doing one for the Street Fighter 6 like prequel story, and apparently the reason why Ken is all like fucked up and destitute is because he fucked over his entire company and a developing nation by investing in crypto.
That's funny.
Yeah. So he just fucked up being a crypto bro and screwed over a bunch of people, and everyone hates him now. and his wife left him, I guess. So I'm very excited for Street Fighter 6. I'm just like, I'm just excited for this game in general. I'm ready to kind of roll with it. I don't want to be like, oh, I want this, this, and this. I'm just like, what they have shown me so far has already looked so good. I just want to trust the process. I just want to be like, I want to play this game. I want to see what they add. I want to try the new characters as they come out. I think this will just be a good experience in general. I'm just excited for Street Fighter 6. That is my stance.
Wait a minute. There's a Bison 2?
Oh, do you? Oh, okay, yeah. You said you don't know Street Fighter.
I don't know. They made him again. They made a sequel to Bison.
So M. Bison's whole thing is that he has the psycho power, and he also has like a bunch of like clone bodies ready in case he dies, which is like why he kept coming back for a while. And like, there's also like all the Bison dolls and shit. They were like also like backup bodies for him. So like at some point, if Bison died, Cammy could have like gotten taken over by Bison. But she's not
Super Bison.
Dead. Yeah. And so there's a new character called JP who seems to have psycho power, and nobody knows if he's like actually just Bison reincarnated, or some people think that like the cane that he has like the soul of M. Bison in it, and he's using it to like channel the psycho power for his own means or whatever. Like it's just dumb. It's dumb as fuck, but it's good as hell. Like either way, it's gonna be stupid as shit. Like just the fact that it's like, oh yeah, M. Bison's soul could be in this guy's cane.
Super Bison, who apparently appears in the arcade version of Street Fighter the movie, is the final boss of the game's secret tag team mode. This is the only picture they have for him on the Street Fighter Wikipedia page, which is just one that says M. Bison lives.
Of course, yeah, the Street Fighter the movie game. Which, a little fun fact for you, it was almost Street Fighter 3. That was almost what Street Fighter 3 was going to be.
That is really good. I'm really happy that that's that this is the direction this has gone. I'm actually, you know what? They should have just turned this into a like they should have just gone forward with the Mortal Kombat FMV style sprites. Only doing them once is so sad. You need more of these.
Maybe if it was more successful. Unfortunately, it was not.
Oh, Blanca looks horrifying.
There are people who like that game. I haven't tried it, but there are people who like it's like they enjoy it. It is very silly, but you know, it's one of those like I wouldn't even say it's like so bad it's good. It's just like it's a very wacky but fun fighting game that people say it is, at least. In Street Fighter 6, that's coming up. All right, folks. Well, that'll do it for our second episode, where we've got this 2 whole episodes of this show in the bag. How are you feeling about that?
I like it. I think we got enough gas in the tank for number 3. Let's get on in that right after this pod. We'll start the next one.
Next week. You got to do it next week. That's when we're doing it. If you appreciate what we're doing on this show, or any of the writing, or any of the other stuff that we're doing, you can go to our website, gamesline.net, where you can check out other episodes of the podcast. You can check out the writing that we do, the news, the reviews, all that stuff. We got plenty of stuff going on. We have our Twitter, @thegamesline. We have our Tumblr, gamesline.tumblr.com. And if you put a /ask at the end of that, you can send in questions for the podcast. Facebook.com/gamesline, YouTube.com/thegamesline, Twitch.tv/gamesline.tv. I like Gamesline TV a lot.
I do like Gamesline TV. I mentioned it before, but I'm thinking we might just change the YouTube one to Gamesline TV also.
I was gonna say that, actually. I was gonna say, do we want to do that? Because that is a good name.
I wanna wait a bit before we do that. But yeah. I like it.
We're coming in hot, folks. 2 episodes.
This is our second episode. We're still figuring it out, guy. Come on.
If you do want to support us, it's patreon.com/gamesline. $3 for all of our stuff a week early. Which is Unlimited Real Works, our anime podcast. And we've got more stuff cooking. I will say, we have more stuff cooking.
Oh yeah, we have a ton of reviews and features in our queue right now that are getting ready to go, that I think gonna be pretty good. It's a great first week, like we mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show. Like the feedback and like all of the support that we've gotten just launching Gamesline from the jump has been so super positive, and I'm really, really happy with all of this. It genuinely could not have turned out any better.
And if you want to come hang out with us or tell us how we're doing, give us some feedback, you can go to our Discord, thegamezone.zone, type that into your web browser and it'll bring you straight there. Also, thank you to Melt Channel / Magic Circuit for our theme song Crush off of the album Magic is Real. If you want to listen to more of their stuff, it's meltchannel.bandcamp.com and magic-circuit.bandcamp.com. And you can also find them on Spotify and stuff like that. Scott, where can people find you?
I'm FKA Socks on Twitter. We're trying to do regular streams. I believe on the day this comes out, if you're listening to this, we're going to be doing a stream tonight. So keep a lookout on that. I'm going to try and post some schedules at the beginning of the week just so people know what's coming up and know what to look for. But again, this is another thing we're still kind of figuring out as we go.
And you can find me at JOHN_MICHONSKI on Twitter. And that'll do it. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. And we'll be back next week with another episode of the Gamesline podcast.
Chugga chugga.